And Brian here with your morning show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Got a small schedule today, but a schedule nonetheless better than no schedule at all. We've been there, and we will be there in just a few weeks to a day where there's no schedule. So, anyways, Chris, NHL all over in six. I don't know. Tampa Bay just very tough to score goals if you can't get any shots. I think that pretty much summed it up. I watched the final 10 minutes, so that makes me an expert. Um, I don't know. The Avalanche seems like they have a blend of veterans and some younger guys, but it's they have they have their guy and someone to build around. So likely a team that probably is at least relevant for a while as long as they have a car, right? So
Yeah, I think it was definitely you definitely have guys you can build around there. McKinnon, McCarr, Landeskog. These guys, yeah, they've been in the league 10 plus years, but they're still like late 20s, early 30s. So that you still got definitely a few more years in the legs. McCarr, he's in his early 20s. He's probably going to be the next cornerstone of that Abs franchise. But the Lightning said they're not done yet. We'll have to see if that continues. I wouldn't be surprised if that was next year's Cup final too. But it's just the Lightning, like you said, the Lightning couldn't get a shot on goal. The Avalanche led in that early one, and they just kind of locked it down after that. And well, the Lightning, as good as Andre Vasilevsky can be, he's got to get goals to get some support and have a chance to win the game. So kudos to the Avalanche. I was ready for it to go 7, but happy it only went 6, and yeah, we have a changing of the guard.
So McCarr, Stanley Cup, Conn Smythe, Hobie Baker. What is it? He's won 5, like the big 5 in hockey.
Yeah, I don't know if he's won the Norris yet for top defenseman, but if he hasn't, it's coming.
They said he's the first guy, I think, to have all 5 of these awards.
Wow.
But yeah, they were pretty excited there, the Avalanche, for sure.
First cup since 2001. Right, that was a franchise that had been through a lot. So yeah, I think they were definitely happy to finally get one off, get the monkey off their back after 20 years.
I think there's a lot of franchises out there that would take one within the last 20 years.
Don't trust me. Yeah, I would know. Thanks. Been 54, 55 years. Done.
Brian, how about you? Any thoughts on this NHL season?
Yeah, I kind of felt a little bit like Romanelli. I was ready to jump off the ship yesterday with I had the Colorado Avalanche in the under, and Tampa Bay scored, I think, pretty early on in that game. So I was a little bit worried about that. But, game was a defensive struggle like I hoped it would be, and we came out on top. So it was a nice season. Glad it's over. Ready to move on.
Yeah, NHL, not really the most popular sport, that's for sure. Just we cover it because it's there. I know, there's some people that are interested, but definitely in the U.S., probably number 4 on the list, and maybe headed for 5 or 6 the way that things are going. But doesn't seem to be gaining popularity, right?
You think if people would give it a chance? I mean, betting when you bet on a game in hockey, the drama is just there in the third period. The score is 1-0, 1-1, 2-1. I don't know. I just feel the intensity in a hockey game more so than some of the sports when you're betting it. I think if people gave it a chance, it would pick up popularity.
Well, I think they've tried everything. I think when you put NHL teams in cities where it never snows, so that people grew up, not really skating. So places like Miami, Tampa, Phoenix, Los Angeles, places like this where it's just not part of the environment. It's just.
Yep. It's not like you can go in Miami and go put your skates on and go skate. I guess you could in an indoor facility, but
But I mean, it's partially the reason why Atlanta didn't last. I mean, there was like a lack of ticket sales. Yeah, I mean, it was just didn't work. And now they moved to Winnipeg. What was it, 9 years ago? It's just, I guess, picking spots. Now they're hoping that Seattle's going to be sort of the next in the list that, places you go back to. And
I miss Hartford. I
hopefully
miss the Whalers. Hartford Whalers. I miss those guys. The Quebec Nordiques.
there's always rumblings that the Nordiques are going to get their team back, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, it's just like I said, it's difficult for me to get excited about. It's not something I grew up with, so I don't really have any skin in the game. When I lived in Chicago, it was fun, to root for the Blackhawks, but I don't feel any, emotional attachment to them whatsoever. So it was, I don't know. It's one of the better trophy celebrations and one of the better, ending of the game type things. And it always is, for the Stanley Cup. And that's why I tuned in for that 10 minutes that I watched. And, because to me, it's like I figured the Avalanche had it. The betting tools were on the Avalanche pretty heavy there. So, the betting tools were just smoked hockey this year. We just absolutely smoked it. But, I guess, next year the odds are probably already out. I'm going to guess the Avalanche probably aren't favored to win. It's probably the same teams.
When I saw it last night, I think it was Colorado at 9-2 and Toronto at 8-1 in second.
Yeah, I'd like to be the book. I'd like to be the books and lay in that 8-1 on Toronto.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. They're due. Yeah, eventually they're going to win a cup.
We've been due since 67 and 93, and it hasn't
Certain
worked.
Organizations will just never have it. It will just take a gutting, beyond gutting, like the Dolphins. The Dolphins they've gone big on free agency, they've drafted, they've done all those things. They're not going to win. No chance. It's like the organization is, when they send out an email, about parking and nobody understands it, and you call to get it straightened out, and it's like, oh, we have a longer wait time than usual. Yeah, because you can't send out an email, explain to everybody, that you got orange parking or blue parking or whatever your parking is, and this is how much it is. I mean, how freaking hard is that? But the Dolphins can't do that, and the fact that they, haven't done that is why, they haven't won a Super Bowl. You see it across the league. I mean, I'm sure there are other fans out there that, are fans of a certain team, and they see the same thing over and over and over again as well. And, when you tell Drew Brees he's too short to be your quarterback and, you sit through 37 quarterbacks in between, well, you probably don't deserve to win.
That email, they tell you that you're in the itchy lot or the scratchy lot.
Good joke.
We all know all rides end at the gift shop. All rides end at the gift shop. We know that. They have that at the Simpsons ride at Universal. They say it's like one of those animation ones, where it's like everything moves and you're like on the thing, and it's like, is this the end of the ride? This can't be the end of the ride. Everyone knows all the rides end at the gift shop.
Here's when he buys all the itchy and scratchy dollars, walks into the park, and all the signs say, "We don't accept itchy and scratchy dollars." This is still one of my favorite episodes.
Well, we got Major League Baseball action today. It is a small card for sure. And, still waiting on some information out there. But we've got the Pirates and the Nationals kicking things off today. And then we've got the Yankees and the A's. And then the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. Chris, any of these three do anything for you?
Yeah, a couple of them do. I like the value, the +1.5 with the Oakland A's. I might put some on the money line as well. Paul Blackburn's done his best work on the road this season, 5-0 with a 1.0 ERA. And this is another one of those cases where we say that Jordan Montgomery usually undervalued or extremely overpriced, and -310, the definition of overpriced for Jordan Montgomery. So take a shot with the A's to keep it close. Maybe the Yankees get caught sleeping in the first game of the series. And I like the Boston Red Sox. I'm a Blue Jays fan, but Kevin Gausman has been atrocious in the month of June. 0-3 with a 5.50 ERA. Connor Siebold making his season debut, but he's had decent stuff in AAA, and I think the Boston Red Sox at this price, I can't pass on it.
Does anybody know who's starting for the Pittsburgh Pirates today against Fetty?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm still seeing TBD.
All right, in this grouping of games here, I think the strongest selection is probably the Oakland A's. I think at +1.5. It's always tough to back Oakland, but I think they play their best baseball on the road and with Blackburn on the mound. I just can't get my head around Montgomery. -300, -310. The Yankees got lucky. Won it in extra innings yesterday. A nice home run. But they really struggled offensively. They were getting no hit. Was it through 8 yesterday again or 7? But anyway, long story short, I like Oakland +1.5. I'll take the over in the Boston Red Sox Toronto Blue Jays. Gausman has been giving up some runs lately, and we'll see what the Blue Jays can do with AAA Seabold on the mound for the Red Sox. So I'll take the over there, just to lean. And I like the Oakland A's +1.5.
I think it's a broken record. I like those same picks. I like the A's. I think you lay a little on the money line here as well. And then Red Sox. They parlay those two together. Brian, what are you selling today?
Well, it's been a roller coaster ride for me yesterday, 3-0. Going to try to follow it up with another consistent day today. I got my MLB Titanium play, my best bet for $15 at pickdogs.com premium picks, or all 3 of my baseball plays for $50 at pickdogs.com premium picks. Hopefully I can sweep the board again today. That's what I'm shooting for.
And for me, I got my $15 pick-off play. So I start the week strong at a winning day yesterday, hoping to build on that today. I also got a 3-pack, my Monday MLB Moonshot. The pick-off play not included in that 3-pack, so 4 plays in total. A 3-pack, each play even or plus money. So got that for $40 at Pick Dogs Premium, or hop on something long-term to get all of them, plus a little bit extra.
As of right now, I just have my $15 big play. Get 10% off. Use that code June10 on any premium picks at our website. Got the Guardians and the Twins. We got the Cardinals and the Marlins, and we've got the Royals and the Rangers. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, these ones I like for the most part. I like the Cleveland Guardians at home. I know the Minnesota Twins, Sonny Gray, solid pitcher, but I still like Tristan McKenzie, and we saw the Guardians had the Twins number for the most part in the series last week, and I just think that the Guardians hitting fairly well right now, and even though they had that tough series against the Red Sox, I think the Guardians can snag one at home with McKenzie on the bump. So give me the Guardians there, and I like the value of the plus money with the Miami Marlins. Pablo Lopez has been known for pitching his better baseball on the road, and while the Cardinals I think have the more potent lineup, I just think this is a bit of a gift price with the Marlins. I'll take Miami with Lopez on the hill there.
Brian?
Yeah, I like this slot of the day here. I'm going to strong lean to the Minnesota Twins with Sonny Gray on the mound. I just think I like McKenzie. I'm a McKenzie guy, but I think you get the better pitcher. Guardians losers of 4 straight. I think they're stumbling a little bit. I'll take Minnesota. Then Rangers and Royals, it might be a captain obvious play, but I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers. I think Martin Perez is the comeback player of the year. He's been consistent all year. We thought that he might stumble a little bit, but I mean, to me, at this price against Bubik, I'm in on the Rangers here.
I like Minnesota here against the Guardians. The Guardians have lost 4 in a row, and we've said it before. These American League Central teams, when they start losing, every one of them has had a long losing streak of better than 5 games. Every single team in the division has had one. And the Guardians look like they're sitting on another one. These things usually go about 8 games. So until further notice, we're off the Guardians. I like Perez as well against Bubik. Looks like a little bit of a trap, so certainly going to watch out for that one. And Adam Wainwright actually has his best career statistics versus any team is versus the Miami Marlins. And Pablo Lopez, actually, his stats on the road are slightly worse than they are at home, and his night pitching stats worse than his day stats. So Lopez also hit the Cardinals earlier this season at Miami. So I don't think they're going to be taking him too lightly here. My guess is there's a lot of film, a lot of notes, and a lot of chatter in the clubhouse about the way this guy undressed them in that game in Miami. I don't know. Should be a low-scoring, good, nasty little game there, is my guess, is the way that one's going to unfold. Speaking of nasty games, the Dodgers suck at Coors Field like no one's business. And here they come in with Chad Kuhl pitching against. You got a battle of ex-Pirates. Brian, what the hell do you do here? You got Tyler Anderson and Chad Kuhl.
I'm not sticking up for the Dodgers, but haven't the Rockies been losing a ton to the Dodgers? I could have sworn I've seen that. I'm not saying
the Dodgers haven't covered the Dodgers haven't covered the run line at Coors Field in about 150 years. But I believe that they also have something else, like road against the West or something. There's another nasty trend on the betting tools about the Dodgers for this one. It is, let's see, the Dodgers failing. The Dodgers 0-7 on the run line at Coors, and the Rockies 5-0 as dogs versus the West. So it's just that magical combination. Throwing Tyler Anderson is way overrated. I mean, he's
I don't know how he's 8-0, but I guess because he's on the Dodgers. But
yeah, it helps.
If he was pitching on the Pirates, it probably could be 0-8. No, the Pirates aren't that bad. I shouldn't talk bad about the Pirates.
And then we've got just an interesting game because I could see the Romaniacs kind of the Roniacs kind of having a meltdown tonight on this one.
Dodgers.
Dodgers screwed me. The Dodgers fixed. It's rigged. It's rigged.
The Dodgers don't win all 100.
It's rigged.
The Dodgers blew up my 12-team lock parlay.
Yes. The easy 15er. Easiest 15-team parlay ever. Angels, White Sox. Noah Syndergaard's been a mountain of disappointment, just like the Angels have. But these teams actually have pretty similar records. White Sox certainly not pushing too hard, considering it's.
I think they're both mountains of disappointment. Giolito's a mountain of disappointment as well.
And then you've got the Orioles plus 134 here against George Kirby and the Mariners. I don't know. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the over in the White Sox and Angels. With the way Lucas Giolito's been pitching, he could get us there on his own. I mean, he's allowed 29 earned runs in the last 5 starts.
What about that pathetic Angels lineup? I mean,
no. I'm just saying if the trend were to continue, he could be able to give up a few against the Angels lineup isn't terrible. With the names aren't terrible. Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, Jared Walsh, Taylor Ward. They haven't been hitting well, but maybe this could be a spot to break up. But I think the White Sox could definitely get to Noah Syndergaard as well, who's definitely been a shell of the guy that we saw early in the season that looked like he was back on track after so much time off. So I think this is a game that easily hits 9 or 10 runs at the very least. So I like the over in that one. And I like the Baltimore Orioles for plus money against the Mariners. I know we're George Kirby fans, but the Orioles have quickly inserted themselves as the most profitable team in baseball. And Tyler Wells has been a big part of that, especially his month of June. I think the Orioles are 4-0 and it starts in the month of June. So they're going to keep riding that Orioles train. Still been paying off pretty well. So give me the Orioles.
All right.
For me in that time frame here, I'm going to take the Chicago White Sox on the money line. I think you're getting good value with Giolito, who has massively underperformed. And, Syndergaard, I just don't know if he has it. I know Giolito has it, just hasn't shown it here. And I think the White Sox bats get to Syndergaard, so I'll take Chicago. I'm not selling my house to bet it, but it's a strong lean. And then the Baltimore Orioles and Mariners. I think you either take the Baltimore Orioles on the +1.5, which is -160, or you take the Seattle Mariners straight up on the money line. I think it's a one-run game. Kirby, I think we're going to see him continue to progress as the year goes on. I think you get 6 strong from him. So I'm going to take my official pick. I'm going to take the Baltimore Orioles +1.5 to keep it within 1.
Sounds like Brian's saying to bet both.
I was flip-flopping. Well, it's just
No, it sounds like you're saying bet both because you could hit both sides. You could hit both sides, or you're covered on one side or the other for minor damage. So that's just how I see the game here. I think it's a one-runner, and Baltimore's been one of those teams. They were in it yesterday. They didn't get it done, but they covered the run line. I definitely like the Yurfie in the Dodgers-Rockies game. I like the Rockies a lot in this one, too. So this is the thing about this game. And, say what you want about Tyler Anderson and his undefeated record. I know one thing, okay? And there's really not any argument here. And that's the Rockies bat .290 against left-handed pitching. You stick them in Coors Field where the Dodgers suck anyway. They're going to get their asses kicked, okay? Just lay the run line. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a little something. Lay the reverse run line here on the Rockies. Treat yourself. Go out. Get the 2 scoops of ice cream. Don't stop at 1. Would you like any extra toppings? As a matter of fact, I would. Just throw them all on there. Just get the works. It's on me.
He had the Yurfie, yes, runs first inning. Yes, extra toppings on my ice cream. Yes, across the board.
.290 against left-handed pitching. Rockies. Tyler Anderson.
Chad Kuhl hasn't been that horrendous.
Oh, he's terrible. Terrible.
He's not that bad.
He's terrible, man.
I'm cool with Kuhl.
Terrible, man. He is terrible. 4 runs, 2 runs, 5 runs. Yeah, he hasn't been that bad, actually. Because, he's going to get a lot of support here.
He's going to give up 5 runs.
Yeah. We have actually, Tyler McCoy's asking where we get our Yurfie and Nerfie information. We actually have a betting tool on it. It's just not released to the public yet. It'll be out within the next couple of days. You guys.
How about a Yurfie and the Angels White Sox?
Why not?
Possible.
Ron Romanelli wishes everybody good luck today.
The Romaniacs.
The Romaniacs. The Romanelliacs.
I'm a Romanelliac.
Romanelliac. That sounds like a digestive ailment.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like some issues. Anyways, anyone got a parlay for us? By the way, we're doing premium and VIP is going to be a combo show today with just the small card.
White Sox money line, Twins money line, Orioles +1.5. If you want to toss in the Mariners money line, and I don't know if you could do that, but Orioles +1.5, Twins money line, and White Sox money line.
I don't know if I would add anything to it. It might just stop you from betting it. But I'm gonna go with the A. I'm gonna go big here. I'm gonna go A's money line. I'm gonna go Orioles money line, and I'm gonna go with that Rockies reverse run line. I think it's +2,800.
I'm going to keep it simple. Nationals, Red Sox, Rockies. It's about as easy as it gets. Easiest 3-team parlay I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, but you don't know who's pitching for Pittsburgh yet. So
it doesn't matter. Eric Fede is just a machine right now. He's unhittable. Unfrickin' hittable. 2 hits and a walk last time out against the Orioles. A red-hot Orioles team. Fede's world, we're just living in it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, combo premium VIP show immediately following this one.